Yeah, right, guys. You know, I think it was a half hour ago or so. You saw Mayor John Cooper. He was in here talking to some residents, just checking in, just to make sure they're okay. He doesn't have a whole lot of information right now. He said there's going to be a press conference around 8 o'clock in the morning. But Irene, here, you talked to Mayor John Cooper. He was asking you about your situation. Can you tell us what you talked to him about, and also what your situation is right now?
Well, so many of the people here are from the Vista Apartments, but I happen to live in a house in Germantown on Fifth Avenue. It's one of the older houses. And the storm just came in so quickly, I wasn't even awake for it, but the woman who lives upstairs came running downstairs, and a tree, which we learned later, apparently catapulted over one roof and onto our roof. And so the roof is in bad shape, the ceiling's in bad shape, and a window was broken. Downstairs seems to be in pretty good shape, so I am blessed that way. I'm blessed not to be hurt. But just walking around the neighborhood to walk down here to Farmers Market was just appalling. I couldn't believe all the damage that's been done. It's just wires, live wires, trees. You think you're going to come one way and you have to turn around and go another way. I just didn't realize all that damage was done in so quickly.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of damage down there that I'm hearing. I haven't seen it yet just because we've been in here talking to everybody. But you were here 20 years ago when we had something, sort of similar. I mean,
Yeah.
We don't know for sure yet. Of course, we have to get the National Weather Service to assess, but tell me about that experience compared to this.
Well, Germantown didn't get hurt so bad in that particular storm, but I had a sister who worked downtown at the Life and Casualty building, and downtown got hit pretty bad. And then over in East Nashville, I had another sister who lost about 17 trees and her house was damaged. I went over the next day to see her, and it was like going through a war zone, and I had never had such an experience before. And now to see my neighborhood in that same shape is pretty... It's just amazing. I thought at first it was just kind of our house, and then I walked out and, into the dark and just with a flashlight and beginning to see all the damage.
I think a lot of people are anxious, waiting for daylight to come because we don't know what we're going to see.
Right. There's no electricity, no phone. I couldn't get on the internet. I have a cell phone and I can do that way. But yeah, it's just like life has changed amazingly just overnight.
In a matter of minutes.
Yeah, I think that was it, because I didn't hear the warning sirens, and the woman who lives upstairs did, and she came running downstairs to tell me to, let's get in a safe place. And as she was coming down the steps, that's when the tree fell on the roof of the house and into her apartment. Yeah.
What did the storm sound like to you?
Honestly, I don't know I don't think I even have a sense of that. I just was telling Michelle, I said, you know what? I didn't hear that train sound that so many people talk about. It just came and it was over. It just was so sudden.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're okay, and I hope everything gets figured out with your house and your neighbors and everybody. So thank you for telling us your story. So that's what we're hearing, a lot of people here telling us those stories. So we're going to stick around here, maybe check out some of the area here in Germantown. Send it back to you, Neil and Nikki.